There's a reason the CART Toyota Atlantic Championship is the most prestigious open-wheel development series in the world. It consistently delivers some of the best racing to be found anywhere. That was demonstrated once again 2 weeks ago in Portland, Oregon. Round 5 of the 29th edition of this fabled series saw the 5th winner in as many races. From the moment he secured the pole, Luis Diaz made the race at the City of Roses his own, taking the lead and never looking back, delivering the second checker of the year to the Doricott racing team. Just a week prior, the Atlantics had returned to Laguna Seca for the 26th chapter of its Monterey, California novella. There, a young man learned that Dame Fortune can change her mind. Ryan Hunter-Reay broke a 3-race string of disappointment by watching the black and white salute him as he completed the last lap. Just a week before that, the 1-mile oval at Milwaukee, Wisconsin, known for a certain heritage itself, had welcomed the Atlantics to their first left-turn-only affair of 2002. There, a young man driving in only his second big-time event showed the way. Californian Roger Yasukawa demonstrated his understanding of the old racing maxim, to finish first, you must first finish. Nearly 2 months earlier, the streets of Long Beach had witnessed a classic open-wheel duel for which the Atlantics are so famous. A fight that included one heck of a pass for the lead. Thank you very much. That move by Michael Valiente and his number 19 set the bar for real man racing this year and served notice to all that this could be one tough season indeed. Finally, the other Monterey had started the season for the elite of the CART development ladder system by giving everyone a lesson of driving through the wet. Taking the weather as a personal challenge, rookie John Fogerty gave a lesson to all behind him in how to survive less than ideal conditions. His performance was the automotive equivalent of singing in the rain. So as we come to Chicago, Illinois for round 6, the question seems to be not whether we'll see a 6th winner in as many races, but rather which one of the many talented members of the class of 2002 will step to the front, who will claim the second oval of the year. Hello everyone and welcome to the Chicago area for round 6 of 12 in the 2002 CART Toyota Atlantic Championship, a series which to date has not seen a repeat winner. These 5 men, Fogerty, Valiente, Yasukawa, Hunter-Reay, and Diaz, have set a series record. Never in the nearly 3 decades-long tradition of the Atlantics have the first 5 races been won by 5 different drivers. Could it be that a 6th driver might decide to apply today for admission to this exclusive club? And the man who would least like to see a new member added to that fraternity is John Fogerty, coming off a 3rd-place finish at Portland that moved him into the point lead, but by just 2 points over 2nd-place Michael Valiente. He's returning to the oval tracks for the last time this season, but it's one he's never raced on before. John, how are you going to keep that points lead?
The best way for me to do it is just to finish in front of everybody else. It's going to be tough. I've never been here, but I was able to come and spot for my brother in the Barber Dodge Pro Series last year, so hopefully that'll give me a little insight to what the track's all about, but it's going to be tough for sure.
Good luck today, John. Now let's move further down the pit lane, and my colleague Brian Tills standing by with Michael Valiente.
Well, Bob, the Lynx crew ready to move Michael Valiente's car out onto the grid. He's been one of the most consistent runners all year long, but he did lose the points lead in Portland. Michael, it's been since Long Beach since you've won a race. How do you approach this last oval of the season?
Well, we struggled a little bit in Milwaukee, but in the race I think we had a great car. We came from 17th up to 5th until we hit traffic where I lost a few positions. So I think we found something in Milwaukee which I think will translate into this race. And more than anything, we need race wins to regain the points lead.
Well, the Lynx team going to be trying to be consistent, keep this car up front. They've got a new horse underneath them this weekend, a new chassis that they'll run the rest of the year. Scott Pruitt.
Roger Yasukawa is one of those drivers who came to this Atlantic Series late this year, but had great success. He's 3rd in the championship right now. What's it going to take to win today?
It's going to take a lot. I mean, obviously the team's great on oval, and I won at Milwaukee, so we've got a good setup here. I just have to go out there and keep my focus up and try to win the race.
Roger Yasukawa looking to win here this weekend. Bob?
Thanks, Scott. There are, of course, a number of young men who would not only love to win this afternoon, but who have the very real potential to do just that. We'll meet some of them in a moment and learn how they intend to gain entrance to the winner's circle. Stay with us. Coverage of the CART Toyota Atlantic Championship, the elite of the CART development ladder, is being brought to you by Toyota. Get the feeling. Who invite you to visit the Toyota Atlantic Championship website at www.toyotaatlantic.com. Back at Chicago Motor Speedway, moments from the command to start engines. I'm with Jonathan Macri, one of a number of Toyota Atlantic Championship drivers who've been knocking on victory's door but haven't been able to gain entrance yet. Jonathan, can you do it here at Chicago?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we have an extremely fast car here. I mean, we always run really good. Last year in the race, we ran really quick here. So, I mean, definitely we've been proven to be fast on the ovals, and I think we have an excellent chance of doing it this weekend.
Well, good luck. Now let's meet another contender on this oval track. Once again, here's Brian Till.
Alex Gurney comes into Chicago, one of the most consistent drivers in the 2002 Atlantic Championship, and were it not for a costly DNF in the first race of the season, he may actually be leading this championship. Alex, you're only down by 12, but it's going to take a win if you want to win this championship. When's that win going to come?
Hopefully this weekend. I think we got a good chance, I don't know, at winning. You know, we could win all the rest of them, really. All the street courses are really good. We have a good setup for those. And, you know, hopefully get it started here and make a dent into John's lead.
A lot of confidence on the part of this Doricott team, but another driver that has a lot of confidence is standing by with Scott Pruitt.
And another driver who wants part of that winning action is right here with me, Rocky Moran Jr. Rocky, looking for that first win today in Chicago.
We really are, yeah. I think we'll have a good finish here. We're gonna, we don't have that much track time, but had a pretty good car before the Milwaukee race and didn't get to fully develop it. So I think we'll be good once we get going here, and just looking to stay in the top 3 in points and get a win.
We'll go out and win one today. Bob?
Thanks, Scott. Of course, Rocky Moran Jr., like this man, 2000 Toyota Atlantic champion Buddy Rice, have victories already under their belts in previous seasons. All you have to do is take a look at the men who have preceded this year's crop of young lions, and you can be assured that history just might be in the making today at Chicago Motor Speedway. We'll be back to take the green and see whether round 6 of the Toyota Atlantic Championship can be won by a 6th different driver right after this. Welcome back to what is becoming a very hot day at Chicago Motor Speedway, pushing 90 degrees as we get set for the start of round 6 of the Toyota Atlantic Championship. And here's the way they will line up. On the pole, John Fogerty, winner of the season opener. He'll start alongside Alex Figge, the 2 drivers 4th and 5th in the morning warm-up. On row 2, the Long Beach winner, Michael Valiente, and 2000 Series champion, Buddy Rice. On row 3, Roger Yasukawa, who won on the Milwaukee Mile earlier this year, alongside his teammate, Ryan Hunter-Reay, the winner at Laguna Seca. On row 4 will be Luis Diaz, the winner at Portland a couple of weeks ago, starting next to Rocky Moran Jr. Now for Ryan Hunter-Reay, it has been a very eventful weekend. He suffered a heavy crash in Saturday practice, Brian.
You can see the car up against the inside wall. He got to get together with David Cutler. They thought they had cleared each other. The 2 cars made contact. Hunter-Reay came to the inside. Significant damage to the left side of that car, but they've gotten it repaired. He should be fast.
And he will start on row 3. Moving to row 5, Dave Cutler starts alongside Jonathan Macri. On row 6, it'll be rookie Ryan Dial from Scotland and Rodolfo Lavigne. For Dave Cutler, this is a very significant race.
49 times this number 26 car and its driver have started an Atlantic Championship event. And Dave Cutler, you're about to make it the 50th time.
Brian, it's a real privilege for me to be able to compete in the Atlantic Series. This is the greatest development series in the world, and it's a real thrill to be able to race number 50. I'm going to go out today and hopefully bring her home in a good position.
On row 7, Alex Gurney, a poor qualifying run for Dan Gurney's son. He'll start next to David Waringa in his home race. On row 8, Grant Riley and Valdemar Coronas. On row number 9, Carl Russo and Alex Garcia will line up. On row 10, it'll be Frank Dench and Sepp Koster from Belgium. On row 11, Eduardo Figueroa from Mexico, Nicholas Ronday, and all alone on row 12, Stefan Waugh, who makes a specialty of coming from the back of the field here at Chicago Motor Speedway. Now we have some onboard cameras to document today's race. On board with Rodolfo Lavigne, who finished 2nd on the Milwaukee Mile, so he could be a factor today, but he has some cars to pass ahead of him. Also carrying an onboard camera today, still subbing for the injured Joey Hand at DSTP Racing, Buddy Rice, the 2000 Series champion. Starting from the 4th spot. Those buildings on the right are part of the Hawthorne Race Course, a horse track for trotters next door. Right here at Chicago Motor Speedway, the track in the off-season is covered with dirt for thoroughbred racing. Now as we await the green flag, let's get downstairs to Scott Pruitt with a last-minute story.
Thanks, Bob. And a story is Roger Yasukawa set a blistering pace this morning. Qualified 5th, ran extremely well this morning, not for one lap, but for a whole string of laps. He won at Milwaukee. He's certainly one of the guys here to watch for this race this afternoon. And, oh, by the way, it's 107 ambient down here in pit lane. Bob?
And I thought it was 90. Sorry, Scott. Drink a lot of water today. And imagine what these drivers are going to go through. Bundled up in their fire retardant clothing. The temperature in the cockpit has to be over 120 degrees, I would guess. Brian, you've been there.
Oh, obviously it is very hot inside those cars, but I think the drivers are beginning to feel less and less of that heat. They're anticipating the start, and it's going to get crowded down in turn one, so their focus is on something else besides of how hot it is.
The track is long and narrow. The drivers call it a paper clip. Long straightaways, very tight turns. Lights are out on the safety car. They'll form up 2 by 2. We have had beautiful starts in the Toyota Atlantic Championship this year. It's a credit to all of the drivers. We'll see if they can do it again on a blistering hot day at Chicago Motor Speedway. On board with Buddy Rice.
It'll be interesting to watch this start. Fogarty has been able to go out and run fast right off the bat. He's starting on the pole.
The green waves. A little bit strung out, but the green waves as they head down into one.
Fogarty leads into one. Valiente got a great start. He's gone into P2. And the field makes it through 1 and 2 cleanly.
Out the back of Levine's car.
Great shot at the cars jockeying around there. This is a long race.
Oh.
Good side-by-side racing. These guys, as you pointed out, Bob, and we've got 2 cars together.
Up high in turns 3 and 4.
It looks like Alex Garcia and Carl Russo.
Yellow is out. One of the cars made the pit lane. Another is moving slowly down the front straight.
It's the 81 of Russo. You saw him spin up high.
There's Nick Ronday. Right rear wheel deranged. He's still on the racetrack, not the pit lane.
He'll limp that car around and bring it in. Not the way you want to start. Ronday, great success in the Barber organization, but he has struggled this year in his rookie season in an Atlanta car.
Many races in the Barber Pro Series. They stepped down the development ladder. Let's see if we can tell what happened.
You saw Russo get loose. Garcia tried to avoid it, and I think he probably came off the throttle there. His car got loose, and you see him spin down. Ronday gets collected. And Wah, I can't tell if he made it through there unscathed or not, but if he did, it was only a matter of inches.
That's what I'm wondering, is whether Stefan Wah's car is completely healthy. You see Ronday climbing out, 4 cars involved, and you saw what happens when you get off the rubbered-in racing line. Chicago Motor Speedway, rarely used for racing these days. In fact, their entire season was called off until the kart champ cars decided to promote their own event here in Chicago. But if you get off of that racing line, you are in danger of going around. We'll be back.